Hello, my name is Yifei. I'm from Sichuan University, and the paper I will be presenting today is titled A Review and Analysis of Representative Academic Teams in the Study of Dunhuang Bianwen. Here is my email address. My presentation can be divided into 7 parts. The first part, Introduction. Dunhuang Bianwen are narrative and scene scripts collected in Mogao Caves, Dunhuang, and over past century, Dunhuangology rose and developed continuously, drawing scholars' sustained research. Scholars formed teams in China exploring manuscripts, language, art, folk culture from diverse perspectives. Each academic team has outstanding scholars with generational success, great contributions, and diverse research directions. And the second part, I will introduce Dunhuang Studies Center of Zhejiang University. It's China's first university-based Dunhuang Studies Center with profound traditions and leading Bianwen research. And I'd like to introduce some prominent scholars. Zhang Lihong is proficient in Dunhuang philology, exegesis, collection, and other disciplines. Guo Zaiyi and Zhang Jingquan are Jiang's students. Guo focused on the research on collection and supplement of Dunhuang Bianwen and the original manuscripts of Dunhuang Bianwen. Zhang focused on phonology. Huang Zheng and Zhang Yongquan are mainly committed to the collection and arrangement of Dunhuang Bianwen and research on language and characters of Dunhuang Bianwen. And next, I will introduce Institute of Dunhuang Studies of Lanzhou University. The study center was established in 1979 as a study group, an early Chinese university in Dunhuang research, and expanded Dunhuang Bianwen research fields with fruitful results via scholars' efforts. And here are some prominent scholars. Zheng Bingling has unique research on Dunhuang Bianwen in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and internationally. Fan Jingshi devoted herself to the excavation, management, and protection of grottos and completed a large number of Dunhuang studies works. And there are other scholars such as Wei Yingchun, Sha Wutian, Yang Fuxue, Zhang Shanqing, Zhang Jingfeng, Zhang Xiantang, and Ning Qiang. The fourth part, I will introduce Institute of Chinese Folk Culture of Sichuan University. And the study center has set up a number of research directions covering multiple disciplines. Scholars like Xiang Chu and He Jianping and so on. They have rich resource in word collection, manuscripts, and religious origin. Xiang Chu's research centers on Dunhuang studies covering linguistics, religious studies, and other fields. Pu Hui's key research direction is Dunhuang Bianwen and Buddhist literature. He Jianping focuses on the research of Bianwen and Buddhist scripture lecture texts. Ji Xiaoyun has also conducted in-depth research on some Bianwen. And here are some other famous scholars such as Sun Shangyong, Dai Yingying, Luo Lu, Ying Fu, and Liu Yabing. And next, research by Dunhuang scholars in Taiwan. Taiwanese scholars began Dunhuang Bianwen research in 1915s, and Pan Chonggui pioneered the Taiwan's Dunhuang studies by teaching Dunhuang art at Chinese Cultural University in 1963. And in 1980s saw postgraduates in Chinese staffs writing Dunhuang studies dissertations as a trend on the island. Taiwan's Dunhuang scholar team has grown mature with remarkable research and achievements after long-term efforts nowadays. Pan Chonggui has conducted diverse research on Dunhuang manuscripts. Luo Zongtao has conducted much research on the history and form of Dunhuang Bianwen. Zheng Acai has written many monumental works on Dunhuang studies. Zhu Fengyu has a very broad research perspective on Dunhuang Bianwen, mainly engaged in the research of Dunhuang literature and popular literature. And now I will make a comprehensive comparative analysis of academic teams in the study of Dunhuang Bianwen. And the first part is inheritance and development. And in the four institutes, there are many inheritance and development. And in Zhejiang University, the research on Dunhuang Bianwen has been passed on from generation to generation. And in Lanzhou University, scholars have continuously deepened their research on Uyghur history involved in Dunhuang Bianwen. And in Sichuan University, the research on Wilmot etc. in Dunhuang manuscripts is also the case. And in Taiwan province, their Dunhuang studies research shows upview stage division. And the second part, a comparative study of research directions and academic advantages of domestic research teams. And for the commonalities, the collection, supplement, and research of Dunhuang Bianwen, and for unique features, the research history, geographical location, and document scale of the team have shaped their research personalities. And the third part, a comparative study of Dunhuang Bianwen research between the two sides of the Taiwan Strait. For the commonalities, basic information such as connotation, origin, and classification of Bianwen are the commonalities. And there are some unique features in Taiwan province, such as the scholars have rich and complete research materials, and they are also interested in folk culture, and they make a lot of contributions in this field. And the last part is summary and prospect. Domestic academic teams have made brilliant achievements in studying Dunhuang Bianwen over a century, and numerous scholars have conducted sustained research and written many high-value academic works. That's all of my presentation. Thanks for listening.